Let's be honest. You don't have a problem sitting still for hours. If you're on your phone, if you're playing a game, if you're watching one more YouTube short that was supposed to be your last, no problem there. No resistance. You could do it with Olympic-level focus. But try to sit down and study, try to plan your future, try to write down goals or read 10 pages or work on your business for 30 minutes. Suddenly your brain screams, too hard, too boring, too slow, too uncomfortable. Why? Why does your mind sprint toward what breaks you down, while avoiding what could build you into something unstoppable? Here's what Jim Rohn said. We must all suffer one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And right now, let's be real, most of us are running from discipline, right into the arms of regret. But let's not blame willpower yet. To understand this trap, you need to understand dopamine and how it's hijacking your destiny. It's the motivation chemical. It's what pulls you towards something. The spark that says, this might feel good, go get it. That's why you don't just scroll TikTok, you crave it. That's why you don't just eat junk food, you hunt for it. Your brain's been rewired to chase rewards, not value. And Jim Rohn warned us decades ago, in a world without smartphones, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. But our modern world, it doesn't reward simple discipline. It rewards addiction. Let's go back in time. Not 50 years, but to a lab with rats. Scientists gave them a lever that, when pulled, shot dopamine straight into their brains. They pulled it once, then twice, then non-stop. Hours and hours. No eating, no sleeping. Just pulling the lever until they collapsed. Then the scientists blocked their dopamine. Now the rats couldn't be bothered to get a drink, even if they were dying of thirst. They had no drive, no desire. They had no reason to move. Does that sound familiar? Ever felt like doing nothing? Like the thought of doing something productive is too much? That's not laziness. That's dopamine burnout. And here's the dangerous part. This is happening to humans every single day. Our modern world gives us unnatural hits of dopamine all day long. Scrolling, swiping, notifications, food apps, streaming. And your brain learns something very dangerous. Why work hard for a little reward when I can do nothing and get a flood of dopamine? Jim Rohn put it another way. Don't mistake movement for achievement. But that's what we're doing. We're busy, but not better. We're stimulated, but not satisfied. We're distracted, not disciplined. Let me explain something called tolerance. Just like with alcohol or caffeine, the more dopamine you flood your system with, the more your brain adapts. It stops responding. So what used to feel good doesn't anymore. A walk in nature, a meaningful conversation, reading a book, too boring. Your brain's like, where's the hit? Where's the instant gratification? This is why you can't focus. Why studying feels like torture. Why hard work feels impossible. Not because you're broken, because you've been hijacked. But here's the good news. You can retrain your brain. You can get your focus, your energy, and your drive back. And Jim Rohn already gave us the roadmap decades ago. He said, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And today, that bridge is dopamine detox. What is a dopamine detox, Jim Rohn style? Think of it as shutting off the noise, resetting the system, reclaiming your ability to find joy and discipline again. A dopamine detox doesn't mean you stop feeling pleasure. It means you stop numbing yourself with it. One day a week, turn it all off. The phone, the games, the endless videos, the junk food, the instant everything. And now, be alone. Alone with a book, a journal, your thoughts, walk, breathe, write, reflect. In Jim Rohn's words, learn to be quiet sometimes and just listen. Because in that silence, your brain begins to heal and your future begins to speak. Replace junk rewards with real rewards. Jim Rohn said, we must learn to reap in the fall what we've planted in the spring. You want to harvest? You have to plant. And the modern world tricks you into harvesting all the time, but you've planted nothing. So here's the new strategy. Do the hard thing first. Earn your reward. Build the habit of earn, enjoy. Study for an hour? Then 20 minutes of your favorite show. Workout done? Enjoy your smoothie. Wrote a chapter? Take a walk in the sun. Don't eliminate all pleasure. Earn it. Pleasure should follow effort, not replace it. Connect dopamine to growth. Now here's the final Jim Rohn principle. Don't just let your life happen, design it. This isn't about giving up all joy. It's about reassigning dopamine. You can train your brain to love the grind, to crave the process. How? Track your progress. Celebrate effort. Reward action. Every time you push through discomfort, every time you do the boring thing instead of the easy one, you tell your brain, this matters. And slowly, the rewards shift. Reading becomes exciting. Workout becomes the highlight. A deep conversation becomes more satisfying than a comment section. And you become the kind of person who doesn't need to escape life, because you're building one you don't need to escape from. Jim Rohn warned, it's easy to drift, but drifting leads nowhere. Every day you choose. You can scroll, numb out, chase the next cheap hit of dopamine. Or you can wake up. You can put down the lever. You can chase what builds you, not breaks you. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are not hopeless. You're just addicted to easy, and you're not alone. But if you're willing to embrace a little boredom, a little silence, a little pain of discipline, then you can become something rare. Not a dopamine zombie, not a shortcut addict, but a builder, a designer, a master of your habits. The choice, as Jim Rohn always said, is this. You can't change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction. Today, choose direction, choose discipline, choose dopamine that builds. Your future self is begging you.